Hello and welcome to another Demon 212 VC review. Today I'm going to be taking a look at F-Zero-X on the N64, which in case you don't know is a racing game. So at the start you basically get a load of things like the options where you can put on computers to race with. Unfortunately you can't race with all 30 with the humans, which is a bit of a shame. You can put the slot machine on, handicap, stuff like that. And to be fair, slot machine's a pretty cool thing, so I'm just going to show you it now. It's something that you can do on Versus, where basically if one of you dies you can exact revenge on another person, because like it brings it up. Before you get a race you can actually get to choose between max speed and acceleration. So if you want more max speed or more acceleration you can have that. And it's basically a case of if you're on a track with a load of twists and turns and you know you're going to crash a lot, then you're going to be wanting some better acceleration. But then again you might just want better acceleration anyway, so it actually gives you that choice. Anyway, just kill myself now to bring up this. It's basically, as I simply said, a slot machine where bad things can happen. So you can like take someone's energy right the way down. You can just like really mess up the entire race if you want to. So it's the type of thing that it gives gives a player who's died something to do. But to be fair, it can completely ruin a race. So it's probably a good thing that you can switch it off, especially if you're being like in serious mode with a load of your mates. You've then got the death race, which is pretty fun, and the whole point of the death race is just to actually kill people. But you don't actually have any weapons or anything. It's not like a wipeout thing. It's just basically you can do 2 attacks by either double tapping R, double tapping L on the classic controller. This is obviously all that we found the GameCube controller as well. Then you can shunt into someone, and if you hold R and double tap L or hold L and double tap R, you can do some spins and spin into them. And obviously the whole point is if you die you lose. If everyone else dies you win. So there we go then, that's pretty much the death race. There's the time trial mode, which you don't really need to know anything about because it's just time trial, and practice, which is just the practice. Then on GP race, which is the main bulk of the game, you can choose novice, standard or expert difficulty, and you can unlock a master difficulty. There's then 3 cups to begin with, but you can unlock a 4th and a 5th. The Joker Cup, which is more tracks, and the X Cup, which is basically tracks that randomise from the other cups. There's also 30 craft on the game. You start with 6 and you unlock crafts with X marks. You get an X mark every time you beat a cup on a difficulty and the likes. So you have to keep beating them to unlock the craft. So that's pretty much all the unlockables that you've got. There's quite a lot of them. All the craft play differently. Basically you've got some that have better boosts, some that have better bodies and stuff like that, so they can take more damage. The boosts basically, as well as turbos that are on the track, after you complete a lap, your top right energy bar turns into an energy bar and a boost bar, because every time you boost it actually takes some of your energy. So you have to use it wisely, but you've got these energy bars to refill, and it's just the type of thing of I end up usually boosting right the way around the track until I get there, stop, recharge, and then boost on my way through them as well. So you usually have more than enough energy, but it still is the type of thing that, especially on the harder difficulties, you really want to be cautious because the craft will go out of the way intentionally to kill you. So that's about that then. Top left corner you've got like your life limit, because obviously if you die you lose a life, so it could be the case of you go through like 4 tracks of the cup and then get on to the 5th one, die, lose all your lives, and then have to restart it again. So again, another reason why it's worth being careful when you get this boost, which I've got now, so I'll just start boosting around just to kind of show you basically what it does. As if like it's not exactly simple enough. But and then on the far left side you've got who the top 6 are. So that's pretty much everything there is to say. Musically, the game sounds absolutely amazing, and graphically things look really good, so I'm going to shut up and let you have a little listen. So there we go, that was a bit of the music. The only thing, to be fair, that's on screen that I haven't mentioned is the bottom right, where you've got the speedometer obviously, and the map, which basically shows you where you are and where the lead track car is and stuff like that. So there we go then, that's been the review. I hope you found it helpful. I don't score the games because that's based purely on opinion, so instead I'll leave you to make your own mind up. So thanks for watching, and if you've got any questions about the game that I didn't answer in the vid or that hasn't been answered in the comments, then feel free to ask and I'll help if I can. Also, if you did find it helpful, don't forget to check out my channel because there's plenty more like this up there, and don't forget to subscribe because there'll be plenty more to come as well. So until next time, this has been Demon212, signing off.